At the time, I was just 16 years old, looking for some guidance, looking for a mentor, hopped on a call, and this dude told me, quite frankly, stop everything you're doing and go get a job. You have no experience. Yo, what's up? Franck-Maleek here, and welcome to the journey. Hey guys, so today we're kind of gonna be doing a mix of like a story time, but also me kind of giving you guys value in what I learned through this experience of mine. And we're actually gonna have like a mini debate if you guys want. So let's dive straight into it actually. First off, let me get back, zoom in, and here we go. So basically what happened is I was trying to learn a bit more about social media marketing, right? With through Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google SEO, this type of stuff, right? So basically while scrolling on Instagram one day, I saw the ad and I clicked on it, and it was basically a free training on a few things, right? So at the time I knew really like not much about SMA, so when I saw this I was like, whoa, like this is really cool. But in reality it was like, it's just, nitty gritty stuff. And basically at the end of the training, they were offering free coaching calls, right? Like free, not really coaching calls, but like discovery calls. And I decided, why not? Like I'll just book one and see how it goes. So basically I was talking with this guy called, and I think I'll just actually beep the name because like I don't want any bad stuff happening. Anyways, basically we hopped on the call, and like at first, he asked me like if I was French and all because of my my last name. And then after like while we're talking, he was like, wait, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 17. No, I'm 16. And he's like, how did you see the ad? Like we're only targeting people 21 and up. I was like, oh, I made my Instagram like when I was in the 5th grade, I think. So I'm pretty sure I didn't put my real age, right? I'm pretty sure I did not put my real age. So yeah, like that's like one thing that kind of threw him off for I don't know what reason. I did explain to him that I was already doing some work with some individuals in the Ivory Coast, the UK, and Beatz in Canada, right? But he did not really seem to care, right? I swear the call was like not even 20 minutes long, even though like when you book it, it says 1 hour call, right? After a few like chit chats and stuff like that, he was like, hey Frank, you know what? Because like nobody calls me by my real name. Everyone calls me Frank. Even though my dad's name, like my name's Franck-Maleek. Like if you can't call me Franck-Maleek, just call me FM. Like it's not that hard. Anyway, after around like 15 minutes of just getting to know each other, he was like, you know what, Frank, honestly, if I have to be frank with you, I think you should stop everything you're doing and go get a job and work there for at least 2 to 3 years to get experience, and then you'll have a good head start. And I was like, you want me to stop everything I'm doing right now and go get a job? He's like, yes, go get a job. I'm like, okay. And then there was like this awkward silence for like 10 seconds. So it was basically like this, like, okay. It was basically like that. I swear, awkward silence. And I was like, is that it? And you're like, yeah, that's it. Go get that job. And I was like, oh, okay. I hope I probably won't, but okay, bye. And he hung up. And I was like, did I really just waste my time on this call, right? And I was so mad, like I was so mad actually at first. But then after I started debating the thought, like I didn't have that much experience, right? But then after on the other hand, I was thinking, I'm so young, like I could start now, make so many mistakes, and then just keep growing like that. So many things were just like going through my mind, and I really didn't know how to attack this situation. So here's kind of my thought on what he said 1 year after the whole situation. So if I have to defend his point of view, he is right, because I was just 16, barely had 1 year of experience, or actually I had 1 year of experience. I was working with a few people. Okay, I had less than 2 years of experience, right? And I didn't know where I was going. He did make a valid point on trying to go get a job and understanding more about sales, marketing, customer relationships, PR, that type of stuff. But if I have to like attack him, or not really attack him, but pose his opinion, I would say like, I'm 16. Why can't I just go out there and try to make as many mistakes as possible so I can correct them as soon as possible, and just keep getting better by the day? like, oh, I made a mistake today, I correct it, next day I made another mistake. And especially since when you're 16, you don't have any liabilities. I don't think you're paying rent, I don't think you're paying for food, I don't think you're paying for your like gas, I don't think you're paying for your own school, well, for the most part, right? So you have like zero risk, right? That's kind of how I saw it when I was 16. Like, I have zero risk. Why do I need to, you know, go get a job when I can focus on doing this, make as many mistakes as possible without having severe consequences, such as like losing my house, not being able to pay for certain bills, you know, that type of stuff. And that's truly my opinion on this situation. And honestly, I would love to have your opinion on this as well. Like, you know, comment down below or DM me on Instagram to tell me what your opinion is on this. Like, do you think I should actually have taken his advice and gotten a job, or is it okay that I just continued down the route I was going? On quick note, even though I didn't get a job, I did have a lot of, I wouldn't say mentors, but a lot of people around me who are doing way better than me, from whom I was learning from. I'm not saying it's better or anything, but it was a great alternative, right? So I just wanted to point that out. Anyways, would love to hear your opinions on this whole situation, on what happened to me when I was 16. If you want, just drop a comment down below, or if you want to get even more personal, or you know, actually chat with me, just DM me on Instagram at Franck-Maleek, and I'll be more than welcome to reply. By the way, I would appreciate if you guys could click that subscribe button, you know, join this journey. We're all reaching success together. And remember, when life gives you lemons, make apple juice. Peace.